Shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get conked up, percolate anything you want because it's oscillating. But don't take pity. More to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. I'm a lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing cause you don't know your destiny. Now shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca.
Hola.
Hola. Ok, Will yo acá X transmitir la pacha XD. Ya comenzó la pacha.
Could be my black Kate Moss tonight. Play secretary, I'm the boss tonight. And you don't give a fuck what they all say, right? Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask, cause I'm not sure. Do anybody make real shit anymore? Bad in the presence of greatness. Cause right now, that has forsaken us. You should be honored by my lateness. That I would even show up to this fake shit. So go ahead, go nuts.
Hola. ¿Qué onda Nai? Maxi. ¿Qué haces? Soy la Nai. ND.
Slovakia sounded like a nightmare.
Of course, the .32 caliber doesn't have the stopping power of a 9mm. You don't always need to blow someone's head clean off.
Waters, you have a package for me.
Right, you are. One MI6 standard issue service pistol. No need to sign.
Now we're talking.
The range is there whenever you need it. Blow off steam, get your eye in, whatever.
I mean, who bombs a chess tournament?
A sore loser?
Mate, that's not even funny. Hold the lift. Ignore Gerald. He's an idiot. The rest of us heard about what happened, and that you're going back out there. Some of us would love to be going with you. I've applied for field training myself. Anyway, we just wanted you to know that we're behind you, all the way.
Thanks.
Absolutely not. We need to act on it.
After tragic chess championship explosion, Slovakian opposition accuses government of neglecting safety inspections after budget cuts. Politicians never disappoint when it comes to public outrage, even when the reason for it is pure fantasy and outrageous. Three historical sites destroyed in the Greek night.
Pretty tense out there.
A diplomatic crisis will do that. Today was rough. How are you holding up?
You needed to show me something. Who's the lady?
Oh, you don't recognize Agent Roth? I believe you shared an Aston Martin. Charlotte Annabelle Roth, Senior Operational Officer at the DGSC headquarters in Paris.
You can't be serious.
We chatted. Nice lady. Retires next year to spend time with her grandchildren.
Who was the woman then?
That's what I'd like to find out.
Ready for that mission brief? What you got for me?
Come, let's have a look. Not going to lie, you have got your work cut out for you. 009. After he escaped Slovakia, we tracked Bond's watch to a field outside of the Syrian village, Jab al-Uthman, where the unregistered cargo plane was abandoned. A wide air sweep picked up his trail 36 hours later in the Turkish province of Şanlıurfa. From here, he embarked on a complex route, eventually bringing him to Egypt, where we lost his trail for good. However, despite significant effort being put into obscuring transport payments, Thea managed to pin 2 of the chartered private jets to the Pirate King, Bavma. Yes, you heard me right. Pirate King.
And? What do we have on this Bavma?
Abducted by militants at the age of 10, along with his little sister. Trained as a child soldier until age 12, when Bavma turned on his captors, killing 5 and escaping. Spent half a decade looking for his sister, to no avail. At age 17, he entered the world of piracy. For the next 2 decades, he rose like a shooting star, turning random endeavors into a well-organized international business empire. All culminating in Mauritania, when he claimed a ship graveyard as his kingdom.
Aleph? That's the main black market hub on the African continent. Major League weapons bazaar, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, and with the clientele to match. Aleph is a cesspool of military and PMC personnel, rubbing shoulders with rebel groups and criminal organizations alike.
And how does all that connect to 009?
That's the thing. It doesn't. Which is probably why he managed to stay invisible for more than a decade. However, with the new intel, things are starting to line up. And considering the amount put up to facilitate 009's escape, we have reason to believe that he is part of Bavma's inner circle. Aleph is most likely where he's been hiding all along. Go to Aleph. Find 009 and bring him back. Everything depends on your success. No pressure.
Rise and shine. We're almost there.
I said, wake me when we get to Aleph. Not when we're almost at Aleph.
Not a morning person, are we?
Just drive. Let's get moving, Bond.
Relax. All in good time. Mind if I pop the radio on?
Why?
Blend in.
You don't need a radio to do that.
Right. No, that's what the eye patches and the wooden legs are for. How do you want to play this once we're inside?
009 is bound to be paranoid. That makes him dangerous. He's expecting us to make a move after Slovakia.
If not us, somebody else.
Correct. He'll be ready, so must we. But to answer your question, once we get inside, we need to get some face time with Bavma. He's the one who'll lead us to 009.
Not getting past that.
Take a right.
And if Bavma isn't an option,
I'll let you know.
I know you don't want me here. And I know what you think of me.
You do.
Insufferable, immature. Ring any bells?
So you were listening back at Ems. It's the first time through everything, eh, Bond?
only a chance.
Why?
If I hadn't followed my hunch back in Slovakia, more people would have died. We both know that. So stop trying to cut me off at the knees every chance you get.
I'll think about it.
Over there.
Gents, heads up. Bavma's heli is inbound.
Copy that, Moneypenny. Heading inside.
Stop touching your ear.
What?
I said, stop touching your bloody ear.
Yes, boss. نستبعد تماما أن يرجع إلى هنا مجددا.
Well, this place never changes.
12 o'clock. Welcome, committee.
I see them. And they see us.
Impressive. What kind of security can we expect?
We'll have eyes on us, no doubt. Locals, dealers, Bavma's men. Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Me? Never.
It worked when you bought it. What you do with it after is not my problem. Short-action custom barrel. That thing punches through armor like it's paper. If you're after something with more kick, you'll need to hit the...
Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola.
I hear they have some nice toys.
Another time, maybe.
My bad. Suit yourself. Whatever you need to start a war or end the conversation, I have right here. Great prices, everything tasty and working, guaranteed. Launches, so hey, over here, and launches, so great prices. Hey, over here, launches, so over here, and hey, over here, great prices. Over here, and hey, over here, launches, so over here, and hey, over here, launches, so over here, and great prices. Launches, so hey, over here, and launches, so great prices. Hey, over here, launches, so over here, and great prices. Hey, over here, and launches, so hey, over here, great prices. Over here, and launches, so hey, over here, great prices. Over here, and hey, over here, launches, so over here, and hey, over here, launches, so over here, and hey, over here, great prices. Over here, and hey, over here, launches, so over here, and great prices. Hey, over here, launches, so great prices. Hey, over here, and great prices. Hey, over here, and launches, so hey, over here, and great prices. Launches, so over here, and great prices. Launches, so hey, over here, and great prices. Hey, over here, launches, so great prices. Hey, over here, launches, so great prices. Hey, over here, and great prices. Launches, so over here, and great prices. Launches, so hey, over here, great prices. Over here, and hey, over here, launches, so right. Pistols, all ready to over here, ammo, hey, over here, great prices. Launches, assault rifles, pistols, all ready to make you win. Hey, over here, great prices. Everything tasty and working, guaranteed. Launches, assault over here, ammo, hey, over here, great prices. Launches, assault, hey, over here, great prices. Over here, ammo included, like there. Launches, assault, great prices. Over here, ammo, hey, over here, great prices. Over here, hey, over here, good steel, no silver. Launches, assault, over here, ammo, great prices. Launches, assault rifles, pistols, all ready. I'll make you. Hey, over here, great prices. Everything tasty and working, guaranteed. Over here, hey, over here, good steel, no silver. Great prices. Over here, ammo, launches, assault, hey, over here, great prices. Over here, ammo, hey, over here, great prices. Over here, ammo included, like launches, great prices. Everything tasty and working, guaranteed. Hey, over here, launches, assault rifle, pistols, all ready to make you. Hey, over here. Ammo is right there. Give me a nice price. Great prices. Launchers, assault rifles, pistols, all ready. Make me over here. Ammo, hey, over here. Launchers, assault, over here. Ammo, hey, over here. Launchers, assault, great prices. Hey, over here, over here. Ammo, launchers, hey, over here. Good steel, anything. No secret. Great prices. Over here. Ammo, hey, over here. Great prices. Everything tested and working. Guaranteed. Over here. Launchers, assault rifles.